Hey, it's Andrew and Cody with JANCguns again.
Hey, here I am. I had to turn the camera off.
Some of you have probably already seen the short video I did on my Ruger Security 6, and we're going to be kind of comparing it here to Cody's Ruger GP100, kind of a newer model 357 that Ruger makes. We're not doing which one is better or anything like that, we're just going to point out some of the differences.
So, I mean, as you can tell already, this is a bulkier looking gun.
Yeah.
Here, go ahead and put yours up there and we'll get a comparison. So, I'll put mine out front first. I mean, you can see it's a lot thicker right here. This is a whole extra piece of metal that doesn't exist on his at all. It's very much shortened. Go ahead.
There's a lot more reinforcement down here, a lot more metal on the GP100 than on my Security 6.
The next thing I notice is up here on the top. Mine is considerably thicker.
Yep.
Through this piece here, and it also rises higher. So, you know, I'm not sure what that does other than add more weight to the front of the gun, so maybe it'll help reduce a little bit of the recoil. Honestly, I mean, it's not enough for me to notice a big difference, you know.
Right.
I mean, it's only a 357, but, you know, I don't notice too much of a difference. So as far as the sights go, mine are a little larger profiled in the rear. I don't know about the front. Let me see the front of yours there, Andrew.
Yeah, definitely larger profile on the front
so they stick out a little more. Now that could actually be more of a hindrance if you're wearing a holster. So this could be a little more of a hindrance, whereas his being a little lower down might be.
You've got way different grips, and you've kind of got that thumb indentation on there on the side, whereas I've just kind of got wood paneling on here, and you've got that full wraparound grip. It's a lot beefier than mine.
Yeah, here, go ahead and put yours up there. Yeah, it's a different feel altogether. Mine's thicker, wider, yes, and mainly though,
as long as we're comparing,
it has this thumb grip is nice for me. I don't have especially huge hands. But it's just a nice place to get a good hold on the gun. There's the indentation there. I never really notice it until I fire another gun, so it feels pretty natural.
And just having held his gun and then holding this gun, just that bigger grip just makes a huge difference in how it feels when you're holding the gun. Like, I don't know how well you can see here, but like when I've got a grip around there, my fingers are kind of up right there under the trigger guard. Whereas on Cody's gun, you know, they're a little bit lower down, and I'm not going to say it's better. I do feel like it's kind of got a more positive control grip on there, but it's really kind of a preference thing. If you had smaller hands, I could see that maybe the thinner grip that's not quite as beefy maybe being better. Just one of the differences that Ruger's kind of done. They both have the push button cylinder releases on there as well. That's something that Ruger does on all the revolvers they make now, so that's the same. I mean, they're both... Actually, open your cylinder up there, Cody. Let's see. So let's hold those up to the camera and see if there's any more space between the cylinders, or between the ports.
It looks like, it's kind of hard to tell in yours, but it looks like mine might be a little bit bigger of a cylinder.
Yeah, I think your cylinder might be a little bit bigger, and you might have a little more metal in between each round.
So it's a very beefy handgun for sure. There's a lot more heft to this one than his for sure. You know, I haven't looked up the exact numbers, but when you pick one up, you know, this feels a little more substantial.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. Just comparing the weight, his is a little heavier, I'd say. Yeah.
And when it comes to the grips, you know, I haven't done anything to this gun. This is exactly how it came when I had purchased it.
Same with mine. These are the original wood grips.
So yeah, I mean, I've thought about changing grips, but I actually kind of like the way this looks. So I don't have a preference for stainless or blued or anything else. I'm not a big fan of blued. I like the way it looks, but I don't like the maintenance that it can require.
It does get dirty, and it will rust a lot easier if you're not careful. I've had a 1911 that, hey, did not wipe a little bit of moisture off, and you know, a couple days later, and I come back, and oh my God, there's a little bit of surface rust forming. Let's fix that before it gets out of control.
And so there you go. That's our differences that we've come up with. Both, you know, I wouldn't hesitate to buy either of these revolvers. You know, I don't get into heavy-duty hand loading, so either the Security 6 or the GP100, both are a good deal. Nowadays, you can still buy a GP100. I'm not sure if they make the Security 6 anymore.
They don't. It's discontinued.
But if you find a used one in a gun shop, you know, don't hesitate to buy it because it's older or used. The only real significant difference that I would say, because we talked about a few different small things, is the feel of the hand grip.
Right.
But I mean, really, that's not enough to make me stop from buying it. So.
Right, and if that's something you didn't like and you like everything else on the gun, easy enough to change.
Yeah, it's an easy fix. You can buy some Hogue slip-ons or just get some different ones to put over the handle itself. So there you have it. there's our review. If you have any questions, comments, anything we missed,
anything you know about these guns that we don't, we'd like to know everything. I mean,
half of the stuff we learn, I swear, comes from putting these videos up and people telling us what they know about guns and what they've learned, because, you know, I can't learn everything. So from reading and from just having it. So let us know. You know, subscribe, hit the like button, please, guys. Hit the like. Tell us you like us.
Keep the comments coming. We like them.
And yeah, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.